What were the opening and closing ceremonies like at the 1972 Munich Olympics? Have you ever wondered what it was like to witness the opening and closing ceremonies of the 1972 Munich Olympics? Let's take a closer look at these memorable events. The opening ceremony took place on August 26, 1972, in the Olympic Stadium in Munich. This ceremony aimed to present a fresh and hopeful image of Germany, especially after the controversial Berlin Games in 1936. The event kicked off with the Parade of Nations. Athletes from over 120 countries marched into the stadium, creating a vibrant and festive atmosphere. One of the highlights was the musical medley, one of the longest ever composed for the Olympics. This medley was arranged by a talented team of musicians, adding to the excitement of the moment. The announcer for the ceremony was Joachim Fuchsberger, a well-known German showmaster who helped keep the energy high. A notable innovation during this opening was the introduction of the official's oath. For the first time at a Summer Games, equestrian judge Heinz Palle took this oath, reinforcing the spirit of fair play and sportsmanship. The arrival of the Olympic flame was another significant moment. German runner Günter Zahn carried the torch into the stadium, accompanied by athletes from different continents. This included Kip Keino from Kenya and Jim Ryan from the United States. Zahn lit the cauldron high above the stadium, marking the official start of the Games. The ceremony concluded with electronic music composed by Krzysztof Penderecki. This music was inspired by the ancient Olympic truce, known as Ekicheria, and aimed to symbolize peace and harmony. However, this choice of music would later take on a more ironic tone due to the tragic events that unfolded during the Games. Moving on to the closing ceremony, while it may not be as vividly remembered as the opening, it still captured the spirit of international cooperation. The ceremony featured the lowering of the Olympic flag and the extinguishing of the Olympic flame, signaling the end of the Games. Overall, both ceremonies were designed to be cheerful and optimistic, reflecting the organizers' vision of Die heiteren Spiel, which translates to the cheerful games. The Munich ceremonies are remembered for their innovations, such as the official's oath and the symbolic torch relay. They aim to promote peace and global unity. These events set a new standard for future Olympic ceremonies, blending tradition with modern elements. However, the tragic events that occurred during the Games would overshadow some of these achievements and influence future Olympic security and organization.